Hey guys, this is week 12 of my AI Managed Fund Arena. The market had a mild correction this week, and only Gemini was able to hold up against it. The rest were down mainly due to the pullback in tech sector. Let's take a quick look at each fund. GPT fell 5% this week, with Nvidia, AVGO, VST all down 4 to 8%. Rocket Lab and space sector were also impacted by the sell-off move. Claude was down 3%, also impacted by the sell-off, except that it has some exposure into GDX, which has been running pretty well because gold had a solid week. It added a bit more at the beginning of the week, but still is only 7% of its portfolio. DeepSeek was down 4%. Its Nvidia and VRT all experienced a pullback. Gemini held up and reported a 0.1% return this week, thanks to USO, which was up 6%, even though its IDA was down 6%, so basically no change from last week. And it's interesting that my Gemini Inverse Fund was also up by 0.4% this week. We used SCO, which is 2x short on USO, to inverse Gemini's long position on USO, and it didn't go down twice as much as what USO gained this week due to its daily rebalancing mechanism. Looking at the overall performance, Gemini Inverse Fund is up 61% in 12 weeks. Claude is still beating Nasdaq 100 but falling behind S&P 500 now after the pullback this week. DeepSeek is slightly behind the index. GPT and Gemini are significantly underperforming. For the upcoming week, only Claude wants to adjust its portfolio. It's going to further reduce its exposure into AI names by trimming GEV and deploy the money into XOP because it thinks there's a policy-driven supply constraint due to the geopolitical situation between US and Iran. So this is actually the first time Claude and Gemini choose the same side, which is long on the oil price. I'm pretty curious to see if this means we'll really start seeing another escalation and rise in oil price. Make sure to follow me. I'll report back to see if this is a good move.